Okay, why I came from America to South Africa, visa situations, work, all that stuff. I'm gonna do different parts of this. I really want you all to get to know me versus just all the funny stuff. I want to give you some real about America, some real about South Africa, some real about me, because man, I get so much love from South Africa. I get love across the world, but South Africa, man, y'all give me next level love. So I just want to take a moment to give you some real about how I ended up here in South Africa. So for everybody who doesn't know, I actually came to South Africa 6 years ago, and I came here from LA. I've been acting in the industry over 10 years at the time. And I was in LA. I own a talent agency for acting, modeling, dancing, singing, stuntman, all that stuff. And I was in a 6-year relationship. And then long story short, man, I was in this relationship. I just was feeling like used. I felt like the woman, she wasn't contributing to the relationship. She wasn't helping me be a better man. I just felt really, really used. And then my company, I felt like the people, they weren't really appreciative of all the hard work, everything that I was doing. And I mean, I don't think anybody wants to feel used. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. If you feel used by your partner, used by your friends, used by a company that works for you, everybody wants to feel valued. And maybe that's the Leo in me. I want to feel valued. You ain't got to do anything crazy, buy me no gift. I just need to know that you care. So I'd always see jobs in South Africa, like movies, TV shows, all type of stuff. And then one day, my girl and I, it was like the day we broke up, it was crazy because we were looking for these different places to stay. And she was supposed to have at least some money for the deposit, like something I thought we were saving. I was saving. She wasn't saving. And then I realized she had nothing saved for us. I was like, you know what? Let me just pay attention today. Like, let me pay attention to how she acts. Does she really love me, or is she just around for what I can do for her? So then we usually would give each other a kiss before we would depart from each other wherever we were going. So I was like, you know what, this time I'm not going to give her, when I get out the car, I'm not going to lean in and give her a kiss here. She does it for me. She didn't lean in and give me a kiss. I was like, okay, cool. I know it was something petty, but it was just something I was paying attention to. Then I was like, all right, when it came to like the kitchen and the food or everything, like she didn't like make me a plate. Not that a woman has to make a plate. I was just seeing, I'm usually the one. I cook, I clean, I do all these things. I believe genders can do both things, but she just could care less. It wasn't a thing. And then my final straw, and believe me, there's a whole bunch of stuff previous to this, but these were like little signs I was paying attention to that day. She drank the rest of my juice when we were sitting at the table in our place. And then she didn't even think to go refill my cup. And in that exact moment, it hit me. She's draining my cup. She's not putting anything in my cup. It's like my cup of life, my energy, everything. She's draining me. And then I was like, you know what? Like that evening, like a couple minutes later, we broke up. And this is after 6 years. And I was like, you know what? I told myself that night, the next day, I'm moving to South Africa. I see that there's jobs there in film and TV. I'm already doing my thing out here in the States, but I'm moving to South Africa. I just felt I just wasn't getting the love and appreciation that I felt. And I was like, I'm gonna just come out here for 1 week, not 1 week, 1 month, and just see how it goes. But before I came, I was like, all right, let me see if I can get an agent, so at least I can act there. So boom, I sent the email to all the agents in Cape Town right away. And when I sent it, I think like the next day, DNA, they hit me back and they're like, yeah, we'd love to sign you. I was like, cool. But I would just be on like a 90-day visa or whatnot. So then I got here, man, South Africa is way more than what they show on TV. On TV, all you see is issues with the president, no water, food shortages, no electricity. You see the worst of the worst. You never see anything great. So my first month, I was staying on Long Street in Cape Town, and my rent, I think it was like 5,000. No, it was like 8,000 rand, somewhere around there, 8,000 rand. And then the first job I booked paid me 40,000 rand. That first job, that first month, and I was like, wait a minute, 8,000 rand for my job, for a job, per month for my rent, but this job just paid me 40,000. Like, oh man, I think I need to like stay here. So this is part one of how I got here. I'm gonna tell you more about the dating, meeting this colored chick, how dudes started hating on me. There was like a whole thing with this tape. There's a whole bunch of madness, some robbery stuff, some more visa stuff. So yeah, just stay tuned, man. I just want to let y'all in more. If y'all want more of me, you know, hey, keep watching, comment, share, ask questions. This is my movie, Summer with the Guys too. Y'all been running up the bands, watching that. Watch it on Afroland TV. That's where you're gonna get the uncut, raw version of my movie. But yeah, man, the men, the stuff that happened with them here, and the robbery, the women, the colored people, the prostitutes, escorts. Whoo, I got a whole bunch of stuff I'm gonna tell y'all, man. But this is part one. If y'all like it, I'll spill the tea for the rest.